Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on my video. I am super grateful for all of you. On this channel, I document my art journey. I know that we're just a few in numbers. Last month I had only 10 subscribers, and from then to now I have 28. Growth is slow, but I am growing nonetheless, and I am super grateful. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Today I will be painting this sketch that has been in my sketchbook since April. I had this idea of a girl opening a book and is blown away with flowers popping out of it. Oh no, wait, I remember now. I had this idea since last October. So it's been in my sketchbook since, oh my god, it's been about a year. I've just been hit with the reality. I had this idea to make a Halloween art with ghosts coming out of the books, but when I tried to paint it, I wasn't satisfied with it. So I put it away and forget about it. Because the thing is, I don't think I really know how to paint. I know how to put colors on a canvas, but bringing my ideas to life has always been a struggle. And I want to have a real open, honest conversation about that today. This is something that has been on my mind a lot lately, and I feel like I can't be the only one that's going through this. I've got all these creative ideas swirling around in my head, like sometimes when I'm laying in bed or just doing something random, I'll have these ideas pop up in my head and I'll think, wow, that would make for an incredible painting. But when I try to paint them, I just can't seem to bring them to life. Does anyone else feel that way? Like you've got this vision, but when you sit down to actually do it, nothing happens. So I got this idea right. I sketch it out in my sketchbook. In my head, it's vibrant, it's full of colors, it's detailed, and then I sit down to paint and I start feeling like this kind of weird pressure, like what if it doesn't turn out the way I see it, or what if I mess it up? And I know everyone just say don't worry about it being perfect, but that's easier said than done. It's like my hand frees up and I just start doubting the idea altogether. Like, was it even a good idea to begin with, or was I just hyping it up in my mind? And don't even get me started on how hard it is to pick the right colors or get the proportions right. The anxiety of it not turning out the way I want is really real. And you know what's crazy? I don't think that it's about a lack of inspiration. The ideas are there. It's more like there's a gap between what I imagine and what I can actually do with my hands. Like I have this grand vision in my mind, but to translate it into painting on a canvas, well, that's a whole other story. And that's where the frustration kicks in for me. I'll start something and quickly realize that it's just not going the way I wanted it to. And I feel like this is something that a lot of people don't talk about, especially on social media. You'll see all these amazing finished pieces and it's like, wow, that artists just sit down and whip up a masterpiece. But I bet behind the scenes there's a lot of struggles and a lot of trials and errors, but we don't always see that part. We just see the end result and think, why can't I do that? I guess what I'm trying to remind myself, and maybe this can help some of you, is that it's okay to struggle, it's okay for things to not look perfect, and it's okay to feel stuck sometimes. Bringing an idea to life is not always this smooth process. It can be messy and chaotic, and that's just a part of being a creative person. We don't talk enough about the process, do we? Like the actual process of creating, not just a pretty Instagram post or the final reveal, but the messy, complicated middle where you're just sitting there, staring at your paintbrush, wondering, should I even bother to continue? I've been trying a few things lately, and I thought I'd share them with you just in case you're dealing with the same thing. You've got to let go of the pressure, like completely let go of the need for the painting to turn out right. Sometimes I just paint and tell myself, this isn't going to be a masterpiece, this is just going to be a practice. And that little mindset can be huge. I've also started giving myself permission to just play with colors and brush strokes without worrying about making something good, because at the end of the day, the more you experiment is the more you learn about what works for you. And sometimes it's in those messy random moments that you can come up with some cool ideas. Another thing that has been helping me lately is just showing up consistently, even if I don't feel inspired or even if I'm not sure how the idea is going to turn out. I try to sit down with my art supplies and do something every day, even if it's just for 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes the act of simply starting can get you out of your head because it's easy to overthink it. But if you just put your brush to canvas, something will happen. And honestly, that's where the magic is. It's in the act of creating, not just in the finished piece. So yeah, that's where I am with my art right now. I've got all these ideas, but I'm learning to bring them to life, and it's a process. It takes time, patience, and a whole lot of experimenting. And sometimes it's going to feel like a struggle, but it's okay. I'm persistent, and I know that it's just a part of the journey. If you're going through something similar, let me know in the comments. What's your process? How do you push through when you're struggling to bring your ideas to life? Let's talk about it. And if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.